I'm trying to go horizontal. I don't know how to do that. Gosh darn it. No. Oh, geez. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, I have green screen. Well, I wanted to go horizontal here, but I guess I can't handle it on this at this juncture. Okay, so we're trying to paint the pear and cloth in monochrome. I just had this up here. This was my last 3 oil paint tries. There was a apple, a tomato, and another tomato try, and that is why I gave up on oil paints for about I don't know a pretty long time. So let's see if we can. I wanted to shoot this horizontal, but too late, I guess. So I was just reading for monochrome that use black, white, and pick one color. I picked burnt umber. This is a good exercise to, bounce into oil paint, I guess. One thing that was killing me was not having any burnt umber. So about 3 weeks ago, I went to the store and got burnt umber, and it sat here waiting and inviting to come and paint some oil paint. Oops. All right, anyway, I want to use a big brush, so I got this big brush here. I also got the this stuff because I have the water-based, water-soluble oil paints, and anyway, I already need a nice towel, so here's a towel for. So let's just jump right in. I want to start for sure with the cloth. The last many times I was doing cloth, it was really suffering, mostly in watercolor, of course. But anyway, let's just see if we can get. How about a neutral tone with gray, and how about if we just employ this burnt umber a little bit, because that is the color we wanted to do. So let's see what we can do here. So I was just going to try and get some big planes. See right there is like a triangle. Let's just hit that, and they say to do oil painting, the key is to do the simplify. So now right here is another kind of triangle, and I'm going to do that lighter because that is lighter on the thing. So let's try to get that one. So it's here. It's usually a good idea to sketch out what we're doing, but I don't know if we're going to do that because I've already got the towel going. I'm very interested in the towel. So here, let's try to get this thing. This is that little almost square that's right there. Okay, so that's cool. And then that makes kind of a Y. I'm going to go here for the Y. This blaring sun is is not helping the eye that much. Okay, how about right here? There's another of the most brilliant whites, and now right here is about as white as it gets. So let's go here. Okay, right here is a couple of light areas on our triangle. Let's try to get that represented. And okay, I don't know, you're not really supposed to do lights first, but here I am doing lights first, whatever. And now let's get back into the light tone of burnt umber and try to get this thing. And I would say that would be like something like that. Okay, that's good. Hopefully it leads the eye into the paper. Let's try to get this thing going like that. Okay, now I'm going to take more black and see what is happening and try to get a black thing here. First time oil painting, and I don't know how long, too long, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's get more of the light white, and we have that square, and how about this little thing? Well, it's not really light white, but we gotta get going here, and so far it looks pretty good, I guess. Are we live? I guess so. Alright. Time to hit the pear. I don't know what to put the pear with. I guess let's just take some burnt umber and say hello or burnt umber. Try to get a good medium tone, consistent, so it's not all streaky like that. And why not just start with the stem, and then let's just do here. Looks good. Okay, now try to get some black, I guess. Let's try to get the negative space underneath the pear. Let me see if you could see that. Yeah, okay. So negative space underneath the pear. We're going to start with this little thing that's right there, and we just hit that, and then there's like a triangle right here. Well, actually it should be lower, but we'll fix that later. And then why don't we see here. Alright, let me take a really dark to come right here. I don't know about this, whoops, that's a mistake, or, oh well. And, alright, I guess, I'll try to get some lighter tone here. Yeah, so results like that, it's not hard to imagine why I gave oil painting a long break, is it? Right, okay, so here comes the lighter parts of the pear. And then here I kind of messed up that thing, but okay, that's good. And then we need the lightest light on the pear right here, I guess. So there we go. Okay. And now let's see about mid-tones. Let's try to get some darks going here. So I'm just going to mix the burnt umber with the black, and let's see if we can't start getting some kind of form or depth here. And let's see, there's one up here, the dark. This kind of is dark. This is a lighter dark. Good. Okay. And we don't want the same tones all over the place, that is for sure, but okay, that. Alright, let's try to cover up a lot more of the, what do you call it, with the, try to cover more of the paper here. My wife got this thing for $5 at the thrift store. Isn't that great? Okay. Every time I look at the palette, it is just blaring with that light, so I'll try to block that. It's blocked a little bit. Okay. So what are we doing up here? How about we just do, I don't know, let's try to do like a lean in. I mean, it's white, that background, but let's make it darker. And then this, I'll put tape to keep the paper there, so that was not going to be a big, great thing to have that tape there. Alright, I'm going to get back into a lighter tone. I got a feeling I'm using some wimpy colors here. Here we're just trying to get clear the way for this. So that's probably not supposed to be using white so much, but whatever. When I was young, I did oil painting all the time, and my pants and shirt just got covered with oil paint. These days, as a mature man, it doesn't seem to happen anymore. I don't know why. It's very strange. I was contemplating that. Okay, here's a triangle right there. Why don't we hit that triangle right there? Okay, great. We hit the triangle. And then here we got like a roundish thing. And up here we got like a little thing here, and I guess right here we've got to get a little bit of a white there, and this is a lightest light right here. Okay, let's try to get into a little more shade here. I guess I should be able to go into a smaller brush as soon as I get a little bit more paint on here. This should be on the white side right there is like another triangle. And that, and here we can go a little darker. And actually this should come out that way. And what else? Let's get our dark again and try this here and here. And let's try to get it very dark. This is the base of the pear. Paint might be a little thick there. We shall find out. I'm going to try to get another sort of shade right here. Here is where the sunlight is coming. I'm not sure how we're going to cope with that exactly. And then they got a dark right there, which I'm really tempted to move to a smaller brush, but I'm going to resist. And then try to get into the brown, yellow, burnt umber for this area. Yeah, I just want to get some paint laid down on this part. So here we got that curve. Yeah, ignore this strip of sunlight here because, when the sun goes away, that's going to be so gone and it'll be like, why is that even on there? So let's go here. Let's get that. It's a little bit light here. And now we need it darker here. And now I guess we go same color as this, but slightly darker for this area. And where else is happening? We got this little thing up here. We could get that. That looks okay. It sort of has the structure, I guess. Let's see. You can tell where the pear is, so I guess that's a win. I'm going to try to get the outer edge of the towel right there. Let's see if we can just this. I might as well go all the way and get the bottom of that thing. And here we're going to try to okay, nice. Alright, now we need to that's actually right here. Okay. Oh, that's the pear. I was thinking that was this wrinkle here. Oh well, let's just see if we can sort of build structure there, and let's how about if we try to get just a little highlight right there. Okay, good. Alright, I'm so tempted to jump in that little brush. I guess time to jump in a small brush because I can definitely visualize what's going on in there. Hey, thanks a lot for that thumbs up. I thought I saw a comment, but maybe not. Anyway, let's go here. 20 minutes. What a great accomplishment. All right, let's see a little brush. What kind of brush could we use? This Treacle Golden Talcon. It's a pretty expensive brush, but according to Mab Graves, it's good for oil painting. So let's give it a try, see what happens. And, you know, the reason I got all these panels and canvases and stuff. I'm doing paper because due to low confidence. So you know, same with the brush, using you know, whatever brushes. But now let's jump into the Golden Talcon, allegedly a great brush. Let's I don't know, why not start with the pear, and let's see. We just do the pear stem, the edge of the stem, the little thing at the we're connecting to the pear, and now hopefully this will just kind of get lighter as we come down here. And now I hate to have an outline, but you know, it's okay to sketch at the, you know, beginning of a oil painting. So just see if we can. We're going to call this a sketch at the beginning of the oil painting, and that way it sort of excuses the process. So if you couldn't see the pear before, you sure can't see it now, right? Alright. And I'm just going to take a little light, go up here for lighter. And how about there's a highlight here, which is probably the biggest highlight in the whole pear. Why don't we just put that in? And it turned into a muddy color, so try again. There, now we got that highlight, just one there, it's good. This is another highlight right here. Try and hit that. Now time to see if we can blend this in there. So this is the red area of the pear. And I really don't want to see that line at the edge, so I'm trying to come all the way up to cover that line, and then we can just call this a, what do you call it, a plane. Alright, good, and then let's just, this comes in like that, and now it's lighter down here. I would hope that, yes, the paint saturating the brush is helping me to achieve a lighter, and let's see if we can get, this is lighter up here. I don't know if you can see that edge. Looks good, okay. I gotta say, and I've been oil painting in a long time, so I really don't know what's happening here, but you know, I guess it's coming okay. I'm gonna get a little more brown and try to say this is more brown. Okay. We gotta remember we're trying to simplify, so I shouldn't be getting all involved with tiny details, right? So here, and this, I just want to make this brush strokes thinner, just so I'm just going to try to, there, and same up here, we just want that to be a thinner representation. Looks good. Okay, now my objective is to get rid of this thing that looks like a line over here. This is the lightest part of the pear on this side. Let's just see if we can get the whole this whole side lighter, and you know, I don't want to see that line, so you know, I want it to look like we have an outline that we colored in. Okay, nothing wrong with an adult coloring book or a paint by number. We just don't want this particular painting to look like that. Okay, that's cool. And we put some turpentine, and let's see if we can just. And now I don't know how to cope with this other area. That looks good. Now I want to get a little bit darker for right here. Well, first of all, this is the darkest it gets, is right there. Let's see if we can go right here and be a little darker. We cannot because the paint is muddy. Let's try to go here. I guess let's try to mix black. They say pick one color and then use black or white to make it lighter or darker. So I think, let's see if we can go right here. Because you see these splotches here of shadow. I'm trying to depict that right there. And, you know, it looks weird, but, you know, we just got to follow the intuitive process. And here, this is another kind of dark shadow. Just kind of go bold here. And let's see. We should actually jump back into the light area. Yeah, I guess we could go a little more on the stem. Let's see about just give the stem a little bit more girth. And try to. Okay. Wow, 2 thumbs up. Hey, Giga, my dear friend, I'm trying oil paint today. It's not coming out too great, but we're going to keep trying. All right. Well, we got some stuff happening on the pear. I don't know if it's good or not. And let's see if we get this sort of a big, you know, type of highlight. This sort of happening right there. And then, of course, there's that highlight right here. I don't even know if we're supposed to be putting in highlights at this stage, but whatever, we're doing it. All right. That really looks horrible, but wait, maybe it'll start looking good later. I'll put a little more on that stem, a little help on the stem to hopefully make it stand out a little bit. And I guess we have a slight highlight right here. Can we hint at that? Yes. And right here definitely is a lighter area. That looks not too bad. Just put a little splotch right there, which looks dumb, but maybe it'll look better later. And I don't know if it really looks 3D. This try to come in here with a. Oh, that's cool. I think that helped. And come down like this. I guess I'm working too much on the pear and I gotta jump over to that fabric. I guess that looks okay. Let's see if we can wander into the fabric here. Just trying to see if we're back on live because I got a phone call and it seemed like the whole thing froze up. Thank you for 2 thumbs up. I wanted to shoot this horizontal, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so that's why it's such a weird picture. Anyway, let's see. Well, I had my imagination the towel here was going to be riveting detail and look so much like cloth, but so far that's not exactly the reality. I'm going to just try to color in everything that is still pink. Sure is a lot of pink. So I wasn't going to do the sun, but I got to get something on this area, so that would be right here. And down here, this is here we definitely could use more of a dark. Oh, it's a very uncomfortable position I'm in. Let's see. Try to get some bold strokes on the pear just to bring it into riveting focus. Let's see. I guess the negative space underneath is very dark. Let's see if we can go there. Hmm. Well, here's an abstract touch where we're trying to imply that this is a, napkin that has these little lines on it. I mean, those seams are there, but not exactly as pronounced as we just added. I would say like a bolder light. I don't know if that's possible, but Well, it looks pretty bad. I don't know what's happening here, but I guess I better try something simpler on the next time I do real-time oil painting. Thanks everybody who stopped by for this exploratory oil painting thing. There's a slightly better oil painting that was, I don't know, back when I used to oil paint. Maybe it's just trying to do monochrome wasn't really my thing. Start adding some color and would be better off. Anyway, there's another one that I thought was good. Maybe I should paint from photograph, even though I don't really like painting from photograph. All right, I'm gonna try, just go to work, I guess, make some money, come back and have more fun. So everybody have a super great day, and thanks for the 2 thumbs up, and thank you to everyone who came over and checked out my real-time oil painting monochrome.